And we're live. Hey everyone. My name is Tamara and this is my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm a cozy mystery author and this is my weekly write-in where we do writing sprints. So we'll write for 20 minutes or so and then we'll chat a bit and do it again. And yeah. So this video looks very different from normal because my normal laptop that I use on my everyday basis. Let me know if you guys can hear me well. I think you can. So, my laptop that I use on a regular basis is currently doing this really fun thing where it just turns off. Exciting. It's an adventure. It's an adventure, yeah. So I'm using this little baby laptop that is I generally just use this for word processing because it's slow AF. And I think because I'm streaming with StreamYard on here that I'm not going to be able to actually draft because my Google Doc has been trying to load for like 10 minutes. So let's just close that and quit trying to make fetch happen because it's just not going to work out. So I'm here all alone today. I didn't want to have anyone else with me because since this whole situation is kind of precarious, if it so happens that this shuts down for whatever reason, I will probably just end the stream there, just so you're aware. And I didn't want anyone to have to deal with the awkward shenanigans that would ensue if I just disappeared. Yeah, so let's see who else here. I'm so glad y'all came. You're hanging out. Stevie, my struggle bus has done broke down, guys. Where's the executive function? I feel you. I hear that. My struggle bus, all aboard. Come and ride my struggle bus. Sorry that you're sick, Elizabeth. I hope you feel better soon. Admin crap sucks, but it has to get done, eh? CJ's going to be editing. Excellent. This book is going to the editor this week. I'm manifesting it. You've got this. Jeannie's got some coffee on, and you're going to work on your urban fantasy. Fantastic. Heck, Karam, you're either studying, working on your literary fiction novel. Fantastic. Finally got your, oh, yes. Awesome. So this is the book of the month for March for the Writers Workshop, which is my nonfiction, basically publishing book club. Publishing, writing, craft, marketing. So this month we're tackling marketing, which is awesome because I feel like everyone struggles with marketing. Like it's just hard. So there's a link in the description if you want to pick up the Bad Redhead book 30-day book marketing challenge. It's not very expensive and it goes through and gives you like, okay, here's something you can do for 1 day, 2 days, et cetera, 30 days. And some of the things I've found to be pretty easy. So I've been like fudging it a little and adding together a day or two here or there because, make the challenge work for you. But I would suggest picking it up if you are trying to figure out a marketing plan, essentially. I'm using this in the hopes of being able to market for Beachbound too. Schwartz Run is canceled a meetup for that. Need time with my new book. I hear ya. Hi, Ionic Shock. I feel like you have been asking a lot of people about your characters and the different streams that you've been going to. And I wonder if maybe at this point you need to work on writing it and researching it, and then maybe come back with some new things that you need help with. Do you know what I mean? So we can't write it for you. Hi, the Naked Firefly. Hello, Colin Dean. Maybe said that wrong. Hi, Rad Girl. Hello, Persephone. Devin's here. Howdy. Ooh, what are you doing to your hair, Aphrodite? Hello. And StreamYard scrolled up. Hello, Sarah. You're a very important friend. That like button is sad. Sarah suggests that if you tap it, it'll make it happy. My thrive is earning me. Ooh. Well, Stephanie, let's get some words together. Thank you for catching my reference. You're going to finish your chapter that's due today? Let's do this then. Okay. We'll do our first one in like 2 minutes. Hello, Grape Fry, with your cute avatar. Hi, Dana. Shay is here. Hey. I'm sorry that you're not feeling that great, Red Girl. Hope you have some tea. Hello, Nessa. More drafting today. Lots to do, but almost Act 3. That's exciting. Oh, hey, Mini Monster. Hi, CEO. Do you write full time? Yes. Working remotely from home, but too many hours required nowadays to want to have more time to write. Yes, I do write full time. I do. I had some health issues that kind of shook my life up a bit, and I decided that I was just going to go ahead and dedicate my time to writing. Oh, Heather, hope you feel better. Oof. Well, GC, you still managed to come here, so for that, I'm very happy. Hi, Portia. Let oink drive. Really, Devin? I feel like that is like some bad advice. All right, so I'm not going to have a timer. I was trying to figure out a way to maybe use my phone here for a timer, but there's you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. And as I've explained, this little substitution laptop, it can't handle having another video going. Like that kind of shenanigans. It's just asking for a world of hurt. And by a world of hurt, I mean it will hurt me because all of this will come crashing down. We are living in like a box of cards right here. It's like a card pyramid. It's just not sturdy. But I will make a little ticker. And I have my productivity clock right beside me, and I have the sound on, so maybe you'll be able to hear it when it beeps and goes off. I'm not sure. New territory, y'all. We're thriving ? All right. So let's do this thing. In 3, 2, 1. Really? I can't count. Okay. Let's try this again. 20-minute sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. And time is up. And apparently, turning on the sound did not actually turn the sound on my app. So that's fun. You learn something every day. Excellent. Let me know how y'all did. What'd you do? I wrote a bit in my journal, and I am reading the next bit of the 30-day challenge to figure out what I need to do next. Of course, I won't be able to actually implement anything on this screen since all of my laptop's energy is being, all my resources are being spent on doing the stream. However, I can write it down and then go on from there. So let's see. Ooh, this banner. I guess I could stop that and do the next one. All right. StreamYard will populate something at some point, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. I had to pause and figure a character's age. 320-ish. Oh, yes. So you're writing a contemporary literary work. Just kidding. I know you're writing fantasy. Hello, Shay. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. I think this is the first time we're meeting, I feel like. Maybe. Am I wrong? Persephone did some research. I'm not sure what happened or how, but there are words on post-its everywhere. And I think I accidentally made a whole new chapter. Zoinks! I'm still doing the man's hair, and he is still crying. Ooh, he tender-headed. Colin Dean, I managed to finish half a page, which is more than I've been writing for the last week. So, yeah. Hey, that's a win. I'm fighting with, oh, no. Oh, I am sorry. That is the worst. Oh, you're watching something from the Women's in Publishing Summit? I think there's a link in the description if anyone else would like to check out any videos. My video went up yesterday, so it is not available for free. However, if you've missed the videos from this week, I would suggest getting the package. And then you'll be able to access them at any time, including the videos that you already missed. Or if you got the free version, you would be able to get the videos from today and tomorrow, which I did that once. I ended up getting the free well, I keep trying to say chapter, I guess because I'm thinking about writing. I ended up getting the free package midway through or something, but it was still really worth it. There was still a lot of information that I was able to find and read, and it was good. So, I mean, I know that I've been, if you follow me on my socials, I've been promoting it pretty heavily, but it's because I really believe in it, and I'm really proud that I was picked to be involved. So, self promo. Also, which one are you watching, Devin? A whopping 437 words, thanks to having it outlined already. Whoop whoop, 437. That's awesome. Nessa, 120 words. I'm always shocked when you're here, Nessa, because I know it's so late/early for you. Does this mean we're back? Yeah. Yeah. So the writing sprint starts for 20 minutes, and then we chit chat for a little bit, and then another 20 minutes for writing. On and on for at least 2 hours. Mm. JC got 110 words. Fantastic. Oh, okay. Hey. Shy. All right. My bad. Oh my gosh. Like, here's my age. Like that 90s band, Shy, remember? Anybody remember? Quit breaking my heart. Pretty brown eyes. Wasn't that them? Maybe I'm wrong. You know he's not. He's a wimp. Aphrodite. Moms be like, mm. I'm about halfway through this cup of coffee, and we're not even halfway through the stream yet. What am I doing? You really should, Jeannie. I swear. I'm not some. Well, first of all, like you know that I do all this stuff because I love it, and I really would not say that it's worth it if I didn't think it was. I really do honestly believe in it. I think it's really helpful. Resting's important. You have some soup. Aw, thanks, Devin. I haven't watched it. I feel too nervous. I feel like I was so nervous. I was so nervous. And I know that when I'm nervous, I end up saying all kinds of stuff that I don't want to. I just I don't know want to know what my blather mouth did for me this time. Oh god. Yes. Um, you know what? I Ionic Shock. I watched when Amber and Jace gave you some really great advice, and I feel like you were writing characters that I'm not so familiar with because fantasy is not my wheelhouse. In addition to, one of the things about writing, and it's a hard truth and it's a hard thing to get used to, but sometimes you just have to write it. You have to write it. You have to give yourself the chance to make mistakes. And then from there, work on it. And it feels like you're still at the exploratory stage, which is fine. But have you read any of the resources that they recommended to you? And I know that you were planning on going on other people's streams and asking for assistance. Have you been taking any of the advice that other people have given you? My advice, instead of me telling you specifically what to do with your character, my advice is for you to try some writing. Ah, see, y'all remember Shy. All right, all right, all right. Hey, if you do start live streaming, let us know. Kara will update her spreadsheet, which is down in the description, by the way. If anyone here is looking for other live streams, um, it's not like an exhaustive list. It's not all the streams that happen in AuthorTube, but I feel like it's a pretty good chunk. So that's listed down there. Rad Girl is not streaming this month, so I don't think she's listed, but Cache is streaming this evening. Unless I'm lying, Cache, let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, Nessa, if you decide to ever stream, let us know. We'll come support you. Oh, moving, moving, moving. Yeah, I understand though. When you're not feeling good, it takes it like sucks the energy. It's the interesting thing about streaming is that I have found that even when I was streaming at what I thought was an odd time, there would still be people around. This is such an international community that you really never know what times people are going to be available. Um, it's not that I didn't want to deal with it. It was that we were trying to write. And at that time, it was you were asking for assistance during writer's workshop. And writer's workshop is not a right. Oh, I'm sorry. We weren't trying to write. We were doing writer's workshop. And that is happens once a month and is an hour-long stream. And that's a stream where we have a book that we're discussing. It's a panel discussion. It's a book talk. It's not a write-in. So that's why I didn't want to give you advice on writing because we weren't doing a write-in. I just want you to understand that and to be clear. I feel like maybe you felt as though I was not wanting to assist you, but that was just because it wasn't the time or the place. And that's why Amber asked you to come to her stream, which was the next day, which was a write-in, like this one. I hope we're clear and that you understand what I mean. Because I would hate for anyone who's watching this to feel as though I'm not up to assisting people or that I refuse to assist people. But I'm also not going to continue to give someone advice or to add more advice for someone who's been asking for advice and been receiving great advice and who doesn't seem to be implementing the advice, because that's, I don't know, kind of a waste of my time, wouldn't you say? You could go back to her stream and scroll through and it'll be there where she told you. So Cachets is tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll be there. Probably not on the stream though, because this is a mess. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that, but thank you. All right, so let's do another sprint. And because, yeah, we're about at that time. Ooh, 20 minutes. I'm going to work on things. I am for the 30 days thing. I need to do days 4 and 5. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to do some writing. And I think that part of it is doing research. So I'm going to use my phone for some research. Let me add this banner so everyone knows what we're doing. And of course, work on what you need to work on. All right. So if you have your productivity app like me, then get that bad boy ready. And we're going to write in 3, 2, 1, go. Time's up, everybody. How'd you do? What did you do? Let me know down in the comments below. I am on let's see, day 5, which is how often to tweet and how to schedule. Now I bought the this book originally in 2018. There's a 2020 version, but when I went to get the 2020 version, for some reason it didn't update my book. So I I'm gonna message Rachel and see if there's some way to fix that, because I think that there's a couple resources that she mentions in the 2018 version that might not be available now. Like, there's this app called Clout that I feel like that has been disbanded. I used to use it. But what's interesting is there's some things that there's a lot of things that she mentions that I've already been doing, but there's things that she's mentioned that I haven't done before, and or that I even haven't used before, like this manage flitter. I have never tried that app. So it was kind of fun. 'Cause if you follow me on Twitter, and if you have followed me for a while, then you should know that Twitter's my jam. I'm on Twitter all the time. With all of the um with all the platforms, that's probably the one I use the most. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, Miss Delia. I thought that Clout was gone. Yeah, see, so I need to get the updated version of this book. But that's all good. I'm still enjoying, because there, like I said, there are things that she's mentioned that I haven't used before. So, and there's stuff. It's nice to be like, okay, like someone who is kind of a guru in this aspect. I'm doing the stuff that they're suggesting to people, so I'm doing all right. Friendships are bomb. Ah, thanks, Sarah. Hello, Francesca. Thank you. I have a really good time with y'all. See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Shy. That's what I thought. Because I used to use Clout. Clout was like, you would, if you got so much interaction, you'd be able to get free stuff from Clout. And I used to really like the app. Um, well, I remember, what was the one thing I'd gotten, like some brownie bites at some point, and those were the things I remember the most. I was like, these are so tasty. And it was around that time that I feel like Clout started drying up. But it was like, I don't know, it was a cool app. The book really draws your attention to what you're missing on social media. That's what I think too. It's I wanted, and that was one of the reasons that I wanted to do this one, is I felt like people like me who've been doing this stuff for a while could probably still learn things from it. And in my intro video, which the link should be in the description, who knows? I remember putting it there. I added a description. If it's not there, I'm sorry. That it's been a good, interesting 24 hours. Anyway, so I had tweeted her like the intro video about Writer's Workshop. And one of the things I'd said was that people who are kind of new to marketing their book, or who don't have a book out yet, they might not feel like this could work for them. And she had suggested that even if you don't have something out, that this would be a good place to start to build your author platform. And I know there's always conversation about author platforms and what does it mean? Well, part of your platform is communicating with the public at large. Like, it's 2020. Everybody wants to know who you are as an author, as a person, not not necessarily you, Ms. Dahlia. God bless. If I can just get some words out of my face. Anyway, so she suggested that even for someone who doesn't have a book out yet, that this would be a good place to start. Aphrodite, you are too kind. Thank you. Claudine, almost a whole page written this time. Ooh, you're hitting your stride. Yes. That's so exciting. Wine glasses, man, I missed that one. I missed that campaign because I would have loved it. I know. Jeannie, you know we'd be out here talking about everything. Let's see, Sarah got free business cards at one time. Shy, clout measured your social media interactions. The higher the clout, the better the stuff. Exactly. That link's in the description, JC. Hit them up. Hello, Lisa. How are you? Exactly. Social media does help you to brand yourself. It helps people to know who you are. And these days, folks want to know who you are as a writer, as a person. It's not like in the 90s, you know, where like the writer and the musician and the artist were kind of shrouded in mystery. And, you know, you'd see like in the tabloids, oh my goodness, they're just like us. Wow. These days, we know you're just like us because we see your Instagrams, you know, where you're lounging on your couch drinking grape soda from your crystal glass or whatever. Like, yeah. So these days, I think that communication aspect of social media is pretty important. Not to say that you need to be on social media all the time. And that's some of the tips that she gives in this book, is how to manage your social media, manage Twitter. At this point, that's where we are, Twitter. Managing Twitter and still being able to communicate and get your work out and your talking out to the public, but without sounding like a broken record and a bad ad spot. Because we've all seen those accounts that are just like, buy my book, buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. No, nobody wants to buy your book, sir or madam, because you keep talking about it and you're boring, and now I'm going to unfollow you. I'm glad you're talking about it because I need to remember to start reading as soon as this goes to the editor. Love your shares. They help my brain do its job. I'm glad, Stevie. I really try to think critically about the kind of books that we cover. And it's great because I have this panel of authors and we all have different experiences. We're all at different levels and different places in our writing journeys. So, you know, from people who are writing and haven't published yet to people who have published, you know, a crap ton of books. And I fall somewhere in the middle. So it's good to kind of be able to figure out what can appeal to different writers and different journeys, you know? Hi, Haley. It's good to see you. Thank you for the luck wishing. I could use it. I'm sure everyone else can too. Hey, hey, hey. Wow, YouTube, a whole hour. Thanks. But Shailena, I'm glad that you made it. Why, yes, it is. That is Starry Night. That's my favorite print. One day I would like to see it in person. Oh my God, that would be so exciting. One of my dearest friends, Brandy, she was at crap. Why can't I remember the name of the museum where the print's actually located? Escapes me. moving on. But she got me a wallet that from that museum that had the print on it, and I was like, and I used to use it all the time. And then once it started to fray, I've like put it away. Barbara, hello. I hope that you enjoyed that interview, and I hope that you learned something, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. And thank you so much for being here. YouTube doesn't want anybody to be great. Those notifications are trash. Really, an hour after I've started streaming, then you're going to tell people, oh, by the way, shoot, some people's streams don't even last for an hour. Yes, yes, yes. I didn't, I meant to, okay. Haley, thanks for stopping by. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Yes, yes, it's in the MoMA. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Da, 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 da. All right, so how about we do another writing sprint? And for anyone who just joined us, again, welcome. Hello. Hi. How are you? My name is Tamara, and I'm a cozy mystery author. And this is the second hour of my stream. We do writing sprints that last about 20 minutes, and we chat a bit, and then we write again for, good 2 hours. So it's time for another sprint. This isn't my usual setup, but you know what? Sometimes life throws the punches and you just work with what you have. And that's what I'm doing. And we're getting it done. We're getting these words in and we're having a good time. And or at least I am. I hope that you all too. And if you haven't, you should subscribe because I do this every week. Every Thursday, you can find me here. Same groovy time, same groovy place. All right. Now, let's hit this next 20 minutes, hit it hard, get those words in, get those ideas out, move it, move that project along. What are you working on? Work on it. Let's get it done. And hey, if you're doing admin stuff, let's finish those emails. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing that laundry, let's get it folded and put it in the drawers. Let's go. All right, we're going to hit it with the 20 minutes. We're going to do amazing. It's going to be wonderful. In 3, 2, 1, go. And we are done. How did you do? What did you do? Let us know in the comments down below. All right, so I finished looking at day 5 in that book, and then I started looking at a different book, one that I haven't recommended. It's kind of fun because since the 30-day challenge, the challenges aren't, or at least so far, they haven't been like really time consuming. So I can read another nonfiction book. Look at me reading 2 books in a month. That's not fun. So I'm reading. Well, I was taking a look at Reader Magnets, Get Readers to Come to You by Nick Stevenson. Um, so that's the cover. I haven't read this before. I think, excuse me, hit it with some water. Ooh, dry. Caffeine make you dry. Anyway, um, I think I've read some of 1 or 2 of his nonfiction works before. I haven't read any of his fiction. That kind of happens to me often when I'm reading people's nonfiction. I often don't read their actual fiction. I just read the stuff that relates to me. Like Joanna Penn, I've been watching her podcast, a blog reader. I'm on her newsletter list, everything. I have not read one of her fiction books. Though, I think I should because I do like thrillers. Anyway, that's not the point of this. So last year with Writer's Workshop, we read. Oh no, why can't I remember the name of the book? That was like my favorite. Zoinks. I'm going to find it. Oh my gosh. Newsletter Ninja. Yes. We read Newsletter Ninja last year, which I found incredibly helpful, and it definitely helped me to like figure out my newsletter gig. But I still wanted to learn more, so I bought this book. And honestly, I'm not even sure when I bought it. I don't feel like I bought it um like I didn't buy it this year, and this book is a 2019 version, so must have bought it last year sometime. Anyway, so I'm still trying to get better with my newsletter magnets because it's important. Because that's one of the best ways to reach out to readers. Even though social media is so huge, you have to remember there's still a lot of people who don't use social media as much. And there's people who don't really like to like follow people, blah, blah, blah. They're using social media just to talk to their family and friends and keep contact with folks. And these platforms, they change things. Like, look at YouTube. Stuff changes here all the time, absolutely all the time. So it feels like you don't really have ownership over what you create, whether it's tweets or Facebook posts or YouTube videos. So in my opinion, and I am not the end all be all guru of all time, but in my opinion, it makes sense to have another way to communicate with people that no one else could take away. Because, if something could happen and one of these, and let's say like with Twitter, I love Twitter, but something could happen, it could totally flop and then it's gone. And then all of that traction that I've made would also be gone. But if I have that newsletter in place as well, even if this other thing that is wonderful and I love it, but even if that disappears, I still can talk to like my core group of readers. So answering questions that nobody asked. Hey Dal, I see that you are here. And I hope that let's see, you are you're on a bus in the middle of nowhere, just dropping by to say hi. Well, hello. I hope that you get to where you're going safely. Da, 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 da. Poor Jeannie, allergies interfering with vision. Hope you feel better. But you got halfway through reading the second chapter, so that's wonderful. Stevie, 283 words, and you drew a book almost the same. I mean, draw it into existence. Visualize the book. Draw the book. Write the book. Become one with the book. Nessa got distracted by what material your character wears, then ended with scrolling through PitMad tweets. Yeah, PitMad's happening today. I haven't looked through the tweets yet, but I love seeing people's pitches, and it's fun to see how folks can describe their books in such a short, 280 characters. There's not a lot of room to try to describe what you're writing. I've done a PitMad like once or twice, and I did it was a diversity one that I can't think the name of. I just don't know the name of anything today, y'all. Just ignore my bad memory. Anyway, but I found it to be like a really good exercise. We should do that sometimes. Maybe during the next sprint, if we do, just try to write like a tagline for your current work in progress. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think about that. You're working on a reader magnet. Hope to be done by the end of the month. I have my edits back for my reader magnet, which is called. It has a name now. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I'm pretty hype about it. And I have my meeting with my cover designer on Monday. So we will work out the rest of that, because the reader magnet is kind of the prequel to the Beachbound series and the Mystic Eyes series, because they're cousins, and this is like, I don't know, their origin story, I suppose. Yeah. Well, my timer's been doing me dirty, and it hasn't even been telling me when we're done. So I've probably been a little late. Sorry. You got another page. Whoop whoop. Got through a high stress scene with no characters going rogue and killing each other, and now getting ready to write the part where the god comes in and undoes all the progress. Oh my goodness. Very productive after I first had to eat a cookie. And in case you're wondering, it was a shortbread. Yes, it was DV Pit. Yes. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. So you guys are into the idea? Yeah. So, writing a tagline for your book, which I know that y'all have had the question, what's your book about? And you're like, it's about so many things. I know every single thing about everybody in this book and their history and their future and the everything. How am I supposed to just sum this up in 20 seconds? And you kind of either stumble through it, or maybe you say, I don't know. That's like, it's such an uncomfortable question to be asked. It's like, I don't know. Writing a synopsis is hard because you're trying to melt everything down into like this page, and then a tagline, like one or two sentences about what your book is about. Holy crap. But I think that it's a really good exercise. So if you would like to join me in doing writing a tagline for your current work in progress during this next sprint, you certainly can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. This is your world. Do what you need to. Nessa, how was my experience with DV Pit? It was okay. First of all, I was very unnerved by it because I was like, holy crap, what if no one likes the story? And this was a while ago. I think that it might have been very early days in DV Pit. I feel like it was maybe the first or second iteration, but I liked it. I thought it was really cool, and it was just nice to see a lot of books about so many diverse topics, and the main characters weren't all like, you know, white women who are taking on the world and have brown hair and brown eyes and look like, Katniss Everdeen. Because remember, I know you guys have noticed that there was like this huge time, especially during like with YA, where it seemed like all the YA fantasy women, everyone looked the same. And like they were having like the same hard knock life in the dystopian world. But with DV Pit, I saw, so much diversity in topics, in genres, and in main characters. It was, I don't know, I thought it was cool. I did have someone who requested to see my first chapter and to read my synopsis and stuff, but she passed on it, and um, I ended up self-publishing it. JC got 529 words. Woo! Doing it. Thank you. Okay. So I saw that Jeannie had asked, and Nessa was so kind to copy and paste this for us. DV Pit is a Twitter event created to showcase pitches for marginalized voices that have been historically underrepresented in publishing. So let's see. I feel like that, yes, it happened earlier this year, the first round, because we talked about it during AuthorTube news. And I think that they deliberately left marginalized voices to be pretty open. So it could be people with disabilities of different ethnicities. And I'm pretty sure sexual orientation, gender identification. I'm not sure what else would, if I'm forgetting something, which I'm probably am, because that seems to be my theme today. Tell me. I think that with DV Pit and with doing all of these pitches, that they do recommend for you to have a completed manuscript, because so initially you're doing your tweet, right? You're doing your tweet with your tagline, trying to entice an agent, or sometimes depending on the tweet party or whatever, is trying to get a mentor. So you're trying to entice them to want to read your thing. And then sometimes they'll ask to see your complete synopsis. Sometimes they'll ask for a synopsis and your first chapter. And sometimes they'll ask for the complete manuscript. And if you don't have that manuscript available, well, it doesn't really look good on you. And given how the, with this industry, agents have a lot of people that they're trying to go through and look through. So, you want to be able to have that, like that quick turnaround, so that they can get to you immediately while you're still in their mind. So, you give yourself like a good 24 hours to like look over it again and then submit it. Or at least that's what I think. And that's how I approach it. But again, I'm not the end all be all guru of the world, but he gave up on Twitter account 11 years when it got full of political rage. Um, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, the only place I don't see political rage is like Instagram, but really it just depends on how you curate your social media. Because there's plenty of people who definitely are not talking about politics, and there's a lot of accounts that you can follow that, are talking about topics that you'd be more interested in. As Jeannie said, take it back and unfollow these accounts that don't center on your needs. Yes. Okay. I clicked on you. You didn't pop up. There you go. So, Heather, I see that you asked, have I seen anything about people with disabilities? Um, and I think that with any of these, that there will be someone who's hashtag own voices and talking about disabilities. So you just have to let them know essentially what your tagline is and what's going on. All right. So we're getting close to the top of the hour. And I feel like I have another sprint into me, just one, just this last one, just to really round it out. And I'm going to work on my tagline. I might work on two taglines if I'm actually able to do it. So I'm going for 1 to 2 sentences talking about my work in progress, especially since I can't actually type anything at the moment. So, all right, let's hit it with this little banner. And we are going to do 20 minutes. This is the last one. It's for all the marbles. Leave everything on the on the dance floor. Oh my god, I think I need lunch. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh wow, time's up. Oh wait, hold on a second. Let me turn off that music that is pretty much definitely not royalty free. How are y'all doing? Oh, oops, wrong one. There we go. How did you do? What did you do? Well, let me know in the comments below. Let's see. What's happening? Oh, an ad on my productivity app because I refuse to pay that extra $2.99 or whatever it is for it to be ad free. Stevie, you just remembered tomorrow your husband and I have been together for 12 years. You're supposed to do a thing. I know. That I'm laughing because that's a kind of thing that I would do. Absolutely. Also, save your docs. So that's fantastic advice. Everyone, save your work. Unless you're like me and you're writing on paper, then just don't lose your pad. Bye, Aphrodite. Thank you so much for being here. It's always great to have you. Ba, ba, ba. Well, come on now. I clicked on it. Show me the money. There we go. Vampire Assassin, hello. 20 words, literally just got your lunch. Well, I don't get to see you very often, and I am glad that you were here. 675 words for the day. That's great, Barbara. Heck yeah. Finally settled on what to make for dinner. That is progress. I don't know what I'm making. I made crock pot chili on Sunday, and we've literally just been eating that, different variations of that. And last night was the last iteration of it. And now I'm like, what do I do? I don't know. Hmm. It might end up being a soup and grilled cheese kind of night. Uh, I love it. I feel that so much because I too could be very absent minded. Nessa, 115 total, 400 this stream. Oh, a beautiful round number. Fantastic. I'm so glad that you got so much done. And I am always in awe of how much you do so late at night. Come on, StreamYard. Finish most of your outline for this chapter. Now you just got to finish the last few paragraphs and type it up. That's awesome. You made so much headway. Heather did a bit of work on your goals in your planner. Fantastic. 431 words you didn't have before the stream, and mind map 2 chapters. I can see a better story coming even if I am frustrated. That is progress. That is so much progress. Finish reading / editing chapter 2. Need lunch. Me too, Jeannie. Me too. What am I going to do for lunch? Salad. I'm going to steal Cachet's lunch and I'm going to have salad. I think. Do I have fixins for salad? I know we have lettuce. Y'all don't care about my lunch. Okay. That's enough of that. Well, I tried writing a tagline. As you can see, there was a lot of trial and error here, and none of them are right. But it did give me it, and I did it for my newsletter magnet. But it did kind of help me to really think about the tone because this one, it's still a bit of a mystery there, and it's different in that this story is they're teenagers, they're tweens. So I'm trying to figure out how to give that tone that there's a little bit more carefree because they're kids, but it's still like a mystery, you know? It's my first dalliance in that. But I wanted to write a story that would, again, be kind of their origin story and tell a bit about how they got where they are today. So there's stuff that happens in this book that informs like the book ones and the rest like later on in the books, which I think that made sense. Did that make sense? Y'all tell me. 786 words overall. Very happy. JC, I'm happy for you. That's fantastic. I do the same thing with making a crock pot worth of chili. Make it last. Sometimes we use it to make tacos. Ooh, that would have been good. We did like chili dogs, and we did like we put last night we put chili on top of rice with like cheese on top of it. And that was really good. What else did we do? I don't remember. I think that mostly we just ate the chili because I do make some pretty decent chili. Are they close? You know what? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to sit on them and look at them a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, like this one sounds very much like a cliche. I'll read it to you. Three cousins, a woman presumed dead, and the last day of school. What could possibly go wrong? And I was like, you've heard that before. That doesn't do it. And then let's see this one. This one isn't quite right, but I think this one is probably on the way to being there. A mysterious disappearance and the end of the school year have Issa, Freya, and Nene struggling to keep it together, and to keep Aunt Mabel from kicking their butts. But like I said, that's not quite right. But it's like, it's on the way. Shy, 606 words. Podcast streamed and discovered a new way to torture your character and folded a half a basket of laundry. Wow. You did so much. Bye, JC. Have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. I too love a good origin story. I think they're fun. Oof. Well, y'all, we did a lot today. We talked about all kinds of things. We wrote a bunch of stuff. I feel like we all accomplished some of our goals, and that's really what this is all about, I could just as easily write by myself, but I enjoy being able to talk with y'all and to kind of help keep us both on track. Again, sorry about the quality of this video. It looks but you know what? This is honestly the first time that this video has worked on this laptop. So I was stressing out this morning, but I'm glad that it worked. I'm glad that it came together. I'm hoping that this weekend that we can work on my other laptop and get it back together so things will be back to normal next week, and I can work on my other stuff that I can't access right now. So, combine them. Last day of school, and on their minds doing these things, not getting their butts kicked until a mysterious murder threatens to. Oh, my Kindle restarted. How dare you? A mysterious murder threatens to ruin their summer or something. Oh, That's a good idea. I will, let me put an asterisk and figure out if we can combine the two. Combine? Question mark? Thank you. Barbara, thank you for coming. I hope that you'll come back. I do this every Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Um, and ooh, daylight savings times happens this Sunday, y'all. Don't forget. So, and that'll change like how it works here for me because I'm in Hawaii and we don't do daylight savings time. Oh, so now it'll be an hour earlier. Mm. But anyway, 2 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to check out any other live streams that people are doing, there's a link in the description. There's, oh gosh, there's so many links down there. I will give you a brief rundown of some of the things to note. One, the Writers Workshop Book of the Month. That link is down there if you want to check it out. Pick up your copy and then come chat with us at the end of the month about, what you learned, what you thought, whatever. That would be awesome. I have a Facebook group called #Writestuff where writers talk about writing. We have a tweet chat and we also have the Facebook. The link for the Facebook is down in the description. The tweet chat happens every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Twitters. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, that link is down there and some other social media links, books, my Patreon. I'm always looking for new people to join my cozy community. So if you want to check out my Patreon and think about, supporting me, that would be awesome. And last but definitely not least, AuthorTube News. One of my favorite projects I do with Kara Brown, where we look up and research and find publishing news so you don't have to. Our latest episode went out last Saturday, and our next one will be coming out next week. So you can definitely check out that channel. That link is in the description. There's also a link for our AuthorTube News shout out. If you want us to tell the world about your upcoming release, or if you have something that released fairly recently, like within the last couple of weeks, you can sign up, put it in that sheet, and we'll let the world know. So again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you for indulging me and my spotty memory at this shoddy camera. Ugh. Well, it makes me look glowy though. Look at me. Looks like I got some highlight on, but it's not. Anyway, have a great week, y'all. Remember, Cache is streaming later tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Come on now, end it. Let the good people